build, so I was just making it and then speeding the footage up afterwards. I got halfway through building it and then turned around to go get some more stuff, and it was literally like, it was just about, no, I wasn't even halfway through, so I was finished. So I tested it, it worked. I turned around to stop closing up all the circuits so you couldn't see it, and the creeper's just like, hello, and then blew up, and I was like, I just sat there like this for a bit.
It's the only game. Devil frick. Well, it's the only game I think that doesn't make you rage quit. It makes you rage cry. But what's with my creepers is that you don't even get all the blocks back. So it's just like. Not only am I annoyed you, but I've also just completely disadvantaged you for a couple of hours.
Creepers are the best enemy
really
in
are,
any game. They're so imaginatively brilliant, and I think he made them by accident when he was trying to make a pig. It's like, yeah.
Can I ask a question to you guys? How many people here have Minecraft YouTube channels where a YouTube channel where they play Minecraft on it?
Hey.
A few people. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. Oh yeah, that's a good question. Run servers.
Anybody run servers? Anybody not play Minecraft here and actually just watch it on YouTube?
I just got dragged here by her.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? How Minecraft has become a YouTube phenomenon in and of itself. Like there is such a community of. I mean, like when you think about, I mean, what Jesse and Dodger were saying last night about what they call themselves, you know, entertainers or professional video makers, or they're in the industry. What do you do if you only do Minecraft videos? You know, like it's so niche, it's crazy, and there are like tons of people who are doing that now. And I wonder if it'll have any longevity, but I don't really care because it's really fun. So, not that I do it for a living or anything, but yeah, I do that a lot. I was just wondering because, like, you know, we were just talking about collaborations, and like, you know, the best way to make it is to just, you know, keep working with other people. And if you work with people at your own level, you'll eventually get bigger, and then you can work with people at your own level who are bigger than you were a month ago, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, totally.
Gavin, the blue hat?
Do you think, it just occurred to me, do you think, like, the reason that Minecraft seems to be so big on YouTube is more timing than the fact it's such a creative game? Because there's been like some games have just been modded to hell over the years, but it's been really hard to find. And it's only kind of now we've got so much social tools and YouTube that you'll find these things if you can just, wow. So do you think it's timing?
Yeah,
it's definitely a factor.
certainly.
It's definitely a factor.
YouTube in itself is like becoming a massive thing right now. And it wasn't so massive a few years ago. How long's Minecraft been going now as a popular thing? Good few years.
3 years.
And it's almost in line with like YouTube. A few years ago, YouTube wasn't what it is now.
Well, it was full of viral videos that people uploaded as opposed to content that people created.
Yeah, you've got to
make series.
Yeah, people are making actual web series on there now as a living, whereas that was fairly new a few years ago.
From
So
the
I think,
bedroom.
yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the pirate radio sort of thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like there used to be, you know, like
that's what YouTube is.
Yeah, there were people essentially who were just, you know, making pirate radio stations and letting people listen to music, whether it was music that they were stealing or music that, you know, they made themselves. And I think YouTube there's definitely analogies there because it is, you know, new media. So I mean, it's definitely a factor, without a doubt. But you know. Why is Gary's mod not taken off like that? I mean, because Gary's mod's still very popular, you know, probably almost as popular as and it's probably the learning curve. I think the reason Minecraft's so popular is because you can build a dirt house, or you can build Notre Dame, you know, or you could build a binary calculator, or you could make a door that opens both wooden things at once. Yeah. You know? And the first time you do that, you feel like Einstein. And I know. And then you go on Reddit. You know,
Press this button and the door opens.
I mean, in regards to the creativity, I mean, the point about why Gary's mod isn't the same as Minecraft. I mean, I know that's not a question, but I think it comes down to just the pure level of creativity that you have. In Minecraft, you've got blocks. I mean, they're big blocks, so maybe you don't get that level of detail, but you can you make a huge monolithic building. You know, with games like Gary's mod, you're stuck with what models people have made. And making 3D models isn't easy. You know, it takes a lot of years of practice to make anything even passable. Whereas Alan's, it takes you know.
I think the fact that it's so, I think that the fact that it does limit the creativity in a very not limit the creativity, but limit your choices, as it were.
Yeah.
Allows things to be. You can't really be too crap at Minecraft. You can't be crap at Minecraft. You can build a house and it'll be a house. It'll look like a house. If you have eyes, you'll know what a house looks like, and you can more or less build a house. Whereas in Garry's mod, you can really feel that sort of stuff. And Little Big Planet, you know, Little Big Planet, which is kind of, I think, is kind of analogous. What I really want to see, because I think Minecraft has invented a genre, is I really want to see something in the source mod or equivalent, or the Unreal Engine, which is basically like Little Big Planet, like Garry's mod, so it's got a level editor kind of feel to it. So it's got the two modes like Minecraft, but it's in that really good engine, and it's got a survival mode in that really good engine, and it's got a creative mode in that really good engine.
See,
but it wouldn't be as popular because it would be hard.
There are a few games. I mean, there's one on the Steam Greenlight beta access thing that they started doing, where there's very like sort of Minecraft Space Marines. I can't remember what it's called.
Starfall.
Yeah, Starforge.
Starforge, yeah.
That looks quite interesting. I'm going to have a look at that. That looks very much like what that's talking about. To me, I don't know what it is about the simple aesthetic of Minecraft. It's just really attractive. You know, you might change your texture pack, but it's always going to be quite cartoony. You know, I don't like the realistic texture packs from Minecraft. I think they look rubbish. You know, it's like
because it just they couldn't possibly tessellate well enough.
Yeah,
because you've got these big fields of grass, and you're like, oh, okay, there's the repeat.
It's not even that. It's like you get to a 90-degree angle, and it's like, well, there we go. You know, but I mean, you could say that Minecraft got in at the right time, but I mean, there's been so many people effectively cloning Minecraft in an attempt to get some of its success, and I don't think Minecraft was that big when people were cloning it. I don't think it takes its big success for people to recognise it's been a really good idea. You know, I mean, it's certainly the game that a lot of people have been waiting to play without even knowing it. You know, I certainly was. I think Notch just got a knack for that sort of thing, because I really want to play his next game if he actually finishes it. So
which one?
The Xerox Tensor.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, not that Black Hat party game.
No,
no
yeah,
that's not a game.
Yeah, getting drunk every night game.
How many people here, when they first started up Minecraft, show of hands, thought, wow, really? What the fuck?
Not like graphic.
I did.
Yeah, well, in any
Practically I
capacity,
thought,
like I turned it off. Like I was like, this is balls, and I was like, well, it's because I went up to a tree and went, yeah.
I totally spent the first 15 minutes stood in front of a tree just clicking the button on going, what the fuck is this all about? What is happening?
I think that's probably actually part of the success too, because what do you do? You go to YouTube and you're like, what the hell do I do here? There are so many tutorials that, I mean, the fact that the game was so shoddily done is probably part of its success, because people have had to build a community around explaining things. And the mods, the mods are like so difficult to get into unless you watch YouTube videos of people doing stuff with the mods, and redstone's difficult. I mean, like, unless you're an engineer, or unless you know a little bit about.
These guys are like the redstone guys. We've got a question.
Yeah. Quick, get a question. Oh, green hair guy.
Oh yeah.
I was going to ask, like, what do you think about kind of the update frequency from Mojang? Like, because it's always been slow for me. Like,
really?
Well, because like I just think whenever they add something, it's always something so insignificant. Like there was the whole mod like Better Than Wolves, which was like reacting against them.
Yeah. The reaction to the walls being added. Do you mean like recently, where they're just doing it every
I think
couple
just
of weeks?
all the time, because I don't like.
Is it the frequency?
The whole thing they built around like the kind of pre-release thing, and it's.
Yeah.
I don't get why they don't just update it with a pre-release and then patch it, rather than it being something more difficult to update.
I think it's because of what this lady does down here. It's servers.
Servers are factors. Mods are a factor, because they've become such a massive part of Minecraft now.
And servers are hellish to run without plugins. And plugins aren't developed by Mojang at the minute, because there's no API. So how can you run a server without...
That kind of comes into it, because right at the start, Mojang said, oh, it'll have full modding support one day.
One
day.
Like, still waiting.
It just never looks like it's
one day
gonna
TM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like, yeah, I mean, everyone gets annoyed at Minecraft because there is so much wrong with it. They do a lot of cruddy things, but I mean, like, the update. When you ask the update question, do you mean the frequency of the updates, or do you mean the content when
the
it comes?
frequency and the content.
So you're saying that it's taking too long to do something rubbish, is basically what you're saying. Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, we've got an update coming, but we've only added a tree.
Have you seen the horses? Yeah.
Do you like the new tree, the new horse? Oh wow.
Well, if you've ever played with more creatures, you will already know what the horse is like. So
yeah. We've got a couple more questions.
Well, sorry, Ash.
Oh, go on. That question.
Yeah, in regards to the mods, I mean, I really missed it when Notch used to do a secret update every Saturday.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. You know?
Oh.
And you'd be like, and you'd be on like the wiki, like trying to figure out if someone had found it yet. You're like, what's the secret? What's the secret?
Remember that time you did that? There is something in Minecraft that nobody's found thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it turned out that if you start it 1,000 times, it just changes.
Wow.
Mince wrapped.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a wasted evening.
Thousand restarts.
But I mean, something we were actually talking about regarding the mob thing was Mojang are only like what 20 people. The modding community is huge, so I can forgive them really for being slow and for being miles behind, because pretty much any really cool thing they could introduce has probably already been done. So they're really just playing catch up, and they might be adding the really like cream ideas, like for example they might think horses are really good, but other people might really want red power just made into it, like add wires properly and stuff. I mean, I want a really big tech tree that you can just go all the way down and you end up being like all scientific and stuff. But but other people might want a lot more magic and just go totally all whimsical and stuff. I think they want it to be everything to everybody, so I think that slows it down a lot.
I think it is everything to everybody though, with mods.
Yeah, well that's it, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but that doesn't help Mojang. Well, I guess it does because they sell more. So.
Yeah. We've got a couple of questions, so you back, yes? Yes.
Yeah. On the subject of mods, what and kind of like updates and stuff, in a year's time, what would you like to see in the vanilla Minecraft? So whether it's kind of like something like the end and the nether, just kind of a new dimension in that aspect, or different mobs, what kind of thing would you like to see in the vanilla Minecraft?
More vanilla stuff.
Meat blocks.
Is that it, done? Yeah, meat blocks.
Thanks, Buds. I'd really like to see the end being interesting. Instead of like go there, die, like
Credits.
yeah,
Nerd hole up those stupid obsidian tiles.
yeah, like we made it to the mechanic now, getting up
Yeah.
things. Like, but yeah,
Throwing
a
snowballs.
way to get back from the end without killing the dragon would be really amazing. Or like, was it you? I think it was you that suggested you actually have to get something from the end to make an ender chest. It's just just having ores in the end, or having to go to the nether a lot more frequent. Something that makes it's part of the whole tech tree. It's meaning I'm a bit strong. I've got diamond armor. Now I can maybe go to the end and run away from the dragon long enough to get some end stone or something. That sort of thing. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see more like adventuring sort of stuff, more like better hidden dungeons and things like that. Because you go to like the what are they called now? The strongholds, and there's just nothing in them really.
There's
You
a
go in
saddle.
and they're covered in mobs.
Some
Yeah.
wheat usually. Yeah.
Abandoned mine shafts. It'd be nice